When two actors step onto the screen and the world pauses to watch, it is rarely a coincidence. It is the magical combination of timing, talent, and undeniable chemistry that breathes life into a story and elevates it into something unforgettable. In the case of Rowoon and Jo Bo Ah, their collaboration in the drama Destined With You is more than just another K-drama pairing. It became a phenomenon, one that lingers in the hearts of fans long after the final episode aired. Their on-screen bond sparked conversations, trended across social media platforms, and carved out a legacy of romantic tension and heartfelt performances that made audiences believe in the impossible beauty of fate. Destined With You promised romance wrapped in fantasy, but what it delivered was so much more: a world where past lives, curses, and destiny intertwined with the ordinary ache of longing and the thrill of newfound love. At the heart of it all stood Rowoon, portraying the seemingly aloof yet deeply wounded Jang Shinyu, and Jo Bo Ah, embodying the passionate, quirky, and earnest Lee Hongjo. Their contrasting energies collided in ways that created both comedic chaos and breathtaking intimacy. Viewers didn't just watch their story unfold, they felt it, as if destiny itself had aligned Rowoon and Jo Bo Ah for this project. Rowoon had already been on the radar of international K-drama fans with roles in series like Extraordinary You and The King's Affection, where his towering height, deep voice, and gentle charisma left audiences swooning. Yet in Destined With You, he explored a deeper emotional palette, delivering vulnerability and charm in equal measure. His character, Shinyu, was complex, an attorney tormented by a mysterious curse, yet still driven by ambition and pride. This gave Rowoon room to flex his range, alternating between stoic despair, playful banter, and heart-melting tenderness. His performance was magnetic, pulling viewers into every sigh, every glance, every hesitation that betrayed the guarded man beneath his confident exterior. Jo Bo Ah, on the other hand, was already a well-established actress admired for her ability to light up any scene with her radiant smile and authentic presence. In Destined With You, she became the perfect counterbalance to Rowoon's brooding energy. Her character Hongjo was messy yet endearing, a civil servant who stumbled her way through life, but carried a heart of pure resilience. Jo Bo Ah brought an irresistible warmth to Hongjo, making her frustrations relatable and her triumphs joyous to witness. With a comedic flair that never overshadowed her emotional depth, she gave the drama its grounding force, ensuring that even amidst the spells and supernatural threads, the love story remained deeply human. What truly electrified Destined With You was not just the individual brilliance of its leads, but the way they fused together like fire meeting oxygen. Their banter crackled with tension, their silences spoke volumes, and their kisses felt like the culmination of years of longing. Fans across the globe replayed their most romantic moments, dissected every glance, and flooded online forums with discussions about how their chemistry felt less like acting and more like two souls recognizing one another. The authenticity of their connection left many wondering whether destiny had indeed played its hand in bringing Rowoon and Jo Bo together on screen. Behind-the-scenes clips only fueled the frenzy. Off-camera, Rowoon's playful personality often shone through as he teased Jo Bo Ah, who in turn responded with laughter that felt genuine rather than rehearsed. The ease between them suggested a camaraderie that translated effortlessly to their performances. Fans adored these glimpses, interpreting every shared smile and lighthearted joke as proof of a bond that went beyond professional courtesy. The viral edits, the trending hashtags, and the endless compilation videos on platforms like TikTok and YouTube were evidence that audiences were hungry for more moments, more interactions, more of the magic that Rowoon and Jo Bo Ah created together. As the drama progressed, the storyline intertwined destiny with choice, curses with redemption, but for many fans, the real enchantment lay in watching Shinyu and Hongjo fall hopelessly in love. Their romance wasn't the rushed, unbelievable kind that sometimes plagues romantic dramas. Instead, it unfolded gradually, layered with hesitation, misunderstandings, and heart-fluttering vulnerability. Rowoon and Jo Bo Ah mastered the art of slow-burn storytelling, drawing viewers until they were completely invested in the relationship's every twist and turn. When the characters finally surrendered to their feelings, it felt like a payoff not just for them but for every fan who had been waiting, breath held, for that inevitable explosion of passion. It is no surprise that Destined With You became one of the most talked-about dramas of its time. International fans tuned in weekly, generating a buzz that transcended borders. The series found itself trending on streaming platforms, and Rowoon Jo Bo Ah's names dominated online searches. Clips of their interactions were shared millions of times, with fans praising not only their undeniable chemistry, but also their ability to elevate a fantasy plotline into something that resonated with real human emotions. Their love story might have been rooted in fate and curses, but it felt astonishingly real, and that was their greatest triumph. The impact of their pairing extended far beyond the drama itself. Rowoon, with his rapidly ascending career, solidified his place as one of the most captivating male leads of his generation. Jo Bo Ah, already respected for her versatility, reminded audiences of her incredible talent and ability to carry a romance with both lighthearted charm and emotional gravity. Together, they became the kind of pairing that fans began to dream about seeing again. The question on everyone's lips after the final episode was simple yet fervent. Will Rowoon and Jo Bo Ah reunite in another project? This longing was not unfounded. Korean dramas have a long history of iconic pairings that fans beg to see together again, and Rowoon and Jo Bo Ah undeniably joined that list. Their synergy was so seamless that it felt almost criminal to let it end with a single drama. The lingering desire for more is a testament to how deeply they touched audiences, creating characters that felt alive and a romance that left a mark. Fans expressed their hopes across social media, tagging production companies and creating petitions, all in the name of one wish: to see Rowoon and Jo Bo Ah together again, lighting up screens with the same intensity they brought to Destined With You. Even now, long after the drama's finale, discussions about their pairing remain vibrant. Fan edits continue to circulate. Anniversaries of the drama's release bring fresh waves of nostalgia, and every new project announcement from either actor sparks speculation about a potential reunion. This enduring fascination underscores a simple truth. When two actors share such rare and explosive chemistry, it doesn't fade easily from public memory. The sparks they ignited continue to burn, fueling a collective yearning that refuses to be extinguished. The beauty of Rowoon and Jo Bo Ah's success in Destined With You lies not just in their on-screen romance, but in the universal themes their story touched upon. Fate versus free will, the weight of past lives, the struggle to overcome inner demons, these are ideas that resonate deeply. Yet it was the actors' ability to humanize these grand concepts that made them so compelling. They reminded audiences that even in a world of curses and destiny, love is ultimately about connection, vulnerability, and choosing to see someone for who they truly are. That message, delivered with such sincerity by Rowoon and Jo Bo Ah, is what lingers most powerfully. As the K-drama landscape continues to evolve, with new pairings and fresh stories constantly emerging, Rowoon and Jo Bo Ah's legacy in Destined With You remains secure. They set a standard for what romantic chemistry should feel like: natural, electrifying, and unforgettable. Their journey together was brief in the grand scheme of things, just a single drama in two flourishing careers, yet it was enough to etch their names into the hearts of viewers worldwide. For fans, the story didn't end with the credits. It became a memory, a longing, and a spark of hope that destiny might once again align and bring these two stars back together on screen. Until that day comes, audiences will continue to cherish the magic they created, replaying their moments, reliving the romance, and holding on to the lingering spark that refuses to dim. Because when Rowoon and Jo Bo Ah came together in Destined With You, they didn't just tell a story. They created an experience that left fans wanting more, a reminder that sometimes the greatest dramas don't just live on screen. They live in us. The story of Rowoon and Jo Bo Ah in Destined With You may have concluded on screen, but for fans, the spark continues to blaze in the collective imagination of the K-drama community. What made their pairing so unforgettable wasn't just the magnetic pull between Shin Yu and Hong Jo. It was the sense that we were witnessing two actors at the height of their artistry, colliding in a way that felt almost predestined. When actors achieve that rare kind of alchemy, it transcends the limits of a single project and lingers like a sweet aftertaste, keeping audiences hungry for more. That hunger has only intensified with time. Months after the finale, fan-made edits of their romantic scenes still flood platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Clips of stolen glances, heartfelt embraces, and that now iconic kiss continue to resurface, proving that their chemistry was no fleeting illusion. It was the kind of performance that lives on in memory. Some fans even argue that Rowoon and Jo Bo Ah represent the gold standard for modern K-drama couples, capable of making viewers feel like witnesses to a genuine love story rather than scripted fiction. And it's not just about romance. Destined With You showcased Rowoon's ability to balance vulnerability with strength, crafting a male lead who is far more than just tall, handsome, and brooding. His portrayal of Shinyu offered a man torn between destiny and desire, a character whose struggles felt raw and real. Meanwhile, Jo Bo Ah's Hongjo embodied the resilience and optimism that so many viewers yearn to see in themselves. Together, they gave us not only a love story, but also a message about courage, healing, and the possibility of breaking free from burdens that weigh us down. What excites fans most is the possibility of reunion. Will destiny bring Rowoon and Jo Bo Ah together again in another drama or even a film? The question burns brightly across fan forums, with petitions and wish lists flooding online spaces. Imagine the thrill of seeing them reunite in a modern romance, a historical epic, or even a suspense thriller where their chemistry could take on an entirely different flavor. The possibilities are endless, and the anticipation is part of what makes being a fan so exhilarating. But beyond the speculation, what remains certain is the impact they've left on the K-drama world. Their performance in Destined With You didn't just entertain, it inspired. It reminded fans of why they fell in love with Korean dramas in the first place, the blend of heart-fluttering romance, emotional storytelling, and unforgettable acting that makes each episode feel like an escape into another world. Rowoon and Jo Bo Ah gave us that escape, and in doing so, they etched themselves into the legacy of unforgettable K-drama couples. And here's where the journey continues, not just for them, but for you, the fans who live and breathe these stories. If you're someone who replays your favorite scenes, who searches behind-the-scenes clips, who analyzes the tiniest moments for hidden meaning, then you're not alone. That passion is exactly what fuels the community we're building here at Midnight in Seoul. At Midnight in Seoul, we dive deeper into the dramas you can't stop thinking about, the actors who steal your heart, and the stories that stay with you long after the credits roll. We explore the hidden details, the sizzling chemistry, the cultural impact, and yes, the rumors and dreams of reunions that fans crave. If Rowoon and Jo Bo Ah's magic left you wanting more, this is the place where you'll find it, discussed, celebrated, and cherished with fellow fans who feel exactly the way you do. So, don't let the spark fade. Join the community that keeps it alive. Subscribe to Midnight in Seoul and be part of the conversation, the excitement, and the love for everything K-drama. Together, we'll relive the magic of Rowoon and Jo Bo Ah, uncover the next great pairings, and celebrate the stars who make us believe in love, destiny, and everything in between. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and let's keep the fire of K-drama passion burning, because here at Midnight in Seoul, the drama never truly ends.